According to rumors, Beyoncé has been trying to end her life and even devised a plan to flee the United States with her children. Apparently, this is the reason she has been putting significant effort into launching all these different businesses, such as her Adidas clothing line, hair care line, perfume line, and new whiskey. As a result, she has officially lost to you all. Speculations that she wants to divorce Jay have already surfaced, but it appears that she has much more in store than that. Supposedly intends to do like Russell Simmons did and flee to a nation that has no treaty with the United States as soon as she gets divorced from him. Jay is allegedly going to be implicated when Diddy's trial begins, and sources close to the case claim that she has no intention of traveling to the U.S. once the trial begins. It appears that she was providing services to Diddy for free costs, and he has been keeping her up to engage in these activities. Recently, rumors about Jay-Z and Beyoncé being involved in these free costs went viral once more after the babies. Interview with Club Shish, he was a little reluctant to share what he saw, but he provided enough details for people to piece together what he was talking about. According to the baby, Shay went over to Diddy's house for a private meeting that Beyoncé and Jay also attended. He claimed he didn't even know B and Jay were coming over, and that was his first time meeting Beyoncé. Shay went viral in the interview for spilling major tea about the time he found himself in a freak-off between him, Diddy J, and Beyoncé. He was approached by Beyoncé. He realized that this supposed private meeting would be more than just a meeting when she introduced herself, almost as if she was trying to flirt her way into something more than a conversation. They said that moments after he arrived, Diddy threw everyone out of the room, leaving him alone. According to reports, Beyoncé began being tactile toward Jay at that point, even putting her hands around his neck.
I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there.
Mm-hmm.
Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyoncé being, you know, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in
right.
at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to.
Right.
Beyoncé, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope.
People didn't take it lightly and began attacking B for letting Jay talk her into this mess. Some even claimed that Jay was pimping Beyoncé out, and this meeting with Diddy was one of those gatherings. When people dove deeper and discovered Jay's receipts, the rumors worsened. This interview had the internet in ruins because it went viral around the same time Diddy was arrested. A little more than a year ago, a man claiming to be Beyoncé's former bodyguard, Uncle Ron, came out and accused Jay-Z of controlling Beyoncé by keeping her hooked on drugs, just like Diddy did to Cassie when he was giving her copious amounts of drugs and forcing her to engage in bizarre behaviors.
But I'll say, man, yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her there.
And guess what? Right after Uncle Ron made this revelation, he mysteriously passed away, and all of the videos he had posted on his page vanished without warning. However, this didn't stop the rumors from spreading, though, because shortly after his death, Jaguar entered the chat room and accused Jay of keeping Beyoncé high for the same reasons Uncle Ron had mentioned in his videos. Of course, we can't forget the video of Beyoncé that went viral, showing her looking stunned at a basketball game with Jay. She could hardly keep her eyes open and kept slowly swinging her head side to remain awake. When it came to the rumors that Jay had touched her, her PR team initially claimed that she was simply exhausted from rehearsals, but no one believed them. In fact, Beyoncé's former assistant started the rumors in a since-deleted interview with éTea, saying that it appeared that he had been struggling to keep his hands to himself for a while. I've never seen him just hit B, but I've him push and shove her too many times. At first, I thought it was just a little horseplay between the two, but after seeing how embarrassed B was to be manhandled in front of Santrope and me, I understood that it was serious. For a long time, I've been Beyoncé's friend and assistant, and I've always wanted to say something, but I've never felt comfortable doing so since currently, he treats his fiancée more like an object than a human. Because B and J presented a positive image to the public, people weren't sure if they should believe these rumors at all. However, a new source close to B came out a few days ago to tell us everything that has been going on, and it's even messier than we thought. According to this source, Beyoncé has allegedly been attempting suicide as a result of the severe control that Jay and a few other people in the industry have over her. She supposedly wants to live a quiet life and stop performing, but they keep her going and force her to do so because she is their largest cash cow, and they have no intention of stopping anytime soon. According to the source, industry insiders have been speculating about this for some time. If you're wondering why her bodyguard came after her at the big recent award show, it's because Stinger has repeatedly threatened to leave the nation because she's tired of being controlled, under pressure, and handled. Who decide all of her decisions because they fear her abrupt departure and want to be EEST. Stinger has thoughts and is depressed. Her team believes that she poses a risk to herself, but their true fear is losing their cash cow. They have managed to keep her under control for years, but they can no longer do so for long since she is about to rebel because she is tired of her husband's influence and fed up with her mother's control. Additionally, the source asserted that this is the reason Beyoncé has been working hard lately and making every effort to earn as much money as she can. It appears that Jay and his people have been secretly stealing from her, and now she has to work 10 times harder to reach the financial goal she wants to reach so she can escape, the source said. And I quote her as saying, "Here's the truth. She would rather not work like this anymore. Stinger is tired, mentally, physically, and emotionally, and she's been doing this for decades. She just wants to relax, rest, and finally live life on her own terms. But her family and team won't let her if she doesn't want to do this to her. She is doing this for 2 reasons: to reach a specific financial goal that will allow her to flee permanently, and because she's being pressured by her family and label to work while she's still able to, which is why the tickets were so costly, why she's suddenly diversifying her business dealings, why she's buying property outside of the US in secret, and why her finances aren't adding up. She's afraid that she'll be stuck in this cycle forever, and she just wants peace. She wants to take a break and stop working, but those around her won't let her stop." Oh, but this source wasn't done being messy, y'all. Additionally, according to the source, Beyoncé's using her strategically, she is making covert preparations for her escape because she fears they will take her away, just as they did Michael Jackson when he attempted to escape their control. However, the truth is that she is aware of what happened to her idol when he attempted to escape, and she fears the same outcome. As a result, she is making preparations to ensure that she won't be forced to return when she eventually vanishes. Just know that it's not just for fun, so believe whatever you want. But when it's all said and done, keep this article in mind. It's crucial to. Though people believe it to be true and everything that has been happening seems to indicate that Sheed and Jay are are having some drama. As usual, people had their opinions. For example, one person said, "I believe it, and I think she hoped she would have left after Lemonade, but many things are tied to Jay, and she can't escape." In one interview, Jay said that Beyoncé secluded herself in a room for hours while listening to the same gospel song. Kim Bella: "Although I think that not all of it is gold, I now wish." Tell me what you think about Beyoncé's purported desire to retire and whether you think Jay-Z has been pressuring her to do things she would rather not do in the comments box below.